Well, I think the work all has some strong connection to decorative, and that's always something that, like, and when I first started making things like that, there was inspiration, kind of biological imagery, and I wanted to make something that was both kind of natural and kind of artificial, and somehow between the two. But the titles came from Barbarella, which I found.
Has everybody seen Barbarella, the cult movie?
Okay. Well, I like the idea of looking at most movies as kind of mist, fluid, or kind of formless thing under the planet, like good and evil. I guess when the evil movie comes out, I like that as kind of allegory for, I guess, making art and making work. That is sort of like Karen I said, surrealist.
May go more into this, how is the miasma under the...
Well, I start with like a really loose layer, and you kind of draw from maybe something like subconscious or whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying that.
Barbarella is like the state of your mind as you make art. Words of well. That's interesting.
But we kind of, put that on little paintings after the fact.
Well, the title of the installation again is Angels Have a Memory.
Yeah, that was the last.
We went through a lot of things because it was done at the very last minute. There are all sorts of interesting things that came out about telling the names of your various grandmothers and great-aunts.
Yeah, we were just trying to come up with stuff. Well, we were making some connection to femininity, which is part of what my great-grandmother's name was Oprah, and she had a series of sisters that all had Julie names. Jeanette, Dixie, Anne, Rebecca, Ophelia, and Ethel Pearl.
This is real? This is real? This is not a story about. And that's just like, that just tells us everything we need to know about how Rebecca came to be the Rebecca we know. I mean, that's crazy.
And then there was a boy named Jerrell.
Yeah.
Maybe the original idea was a commercial piece, but maybe it never got approved or it never got used. So it just sits on my hard drive, and I'll go back and try to, maybe I could do something else with this, and try to basically come up with new content and add text or not add
What's
text.
the actual inspiration for your political engaged, motivations? They're very intense but subtle, very light touch.
Yeah, I guess, I'm not really sure exactly, but I can say that, working as a designer, I do a lot of advertising stuff, so it's always like I'm trying to sell something, and then when I'm doing stuff that's, just art stuff, like I try to bring a little bit of that idea, but kind of break that message, kind of cut the message out, or make it something that is not necessarily, I'm not trying to sell something as much, but still trying to say something in the same kind of way.
And you're trying to change the viewer's minds.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering, what happened to you? What did, you dropped on your head by that kind of thing. What is the origin of some of this desire to engage art in a political arena?
I don't know. I'm just kind of a news technology junkie. I just consume a lot of news. So it's just stuff that I keep hearing, or
was that from your family? Was your family at all interested in that?
I don't know. My dad, my parents are, they lived in the 70s in Amsterdam, and were kind of hippie-ish kind of people, but they're not now. I just know that from looking at the pictures, basically. And my dad was always in these bands, and they're always quasi kind of world music type stuff with unity kind of messaging. So I suppose it just kind of just.
Oh, that's in the blood. That helps a lot.
Yeah. So mean, it's always rooted in music, because, you know, all the design work I do usually is usually for some kind of music client, CD work, or kid posters, or that kind of stuff. And in this case, all the titles are all from some kind of hip-hop song or some kind of lyric.
Well, was the emblazoned phrase on the T-shirt yours, right?
The phrase, yeah, that was from that actually was not mine. They just gave that to me. It was like a...
Who was they?
It was like this...
Music.
It was, yeah. No,
it's everybody...
It was like this skate company.
Dies, but not everybody lives.
Yeah. It was like the skate company that they went under, I guess. They commissioned some pieces, and the company ceased to exist. Ironically, they were called Expired. Yeah, and but that was their slogan, you know, like not. I mean, so they gave that came. That's what they did. They were like, here's our phrase, here's our motto. Do whatever you want. So I did the Tupac and Cobain piece, and you know, ideally it would have been on skateboards and sure, I don't know, that would never been on a license for it, and it never happened. So it just sat on my hard drive until the show. Basically.
Yeah, because he was going to do all this.
I just got added when the exhibit came out. That was a new addition to it. But
it's
you
kind
know,
of like their lives, the lives of these artists were destroyed by excessive media coverage, or their public life is like this little power lines. Like you turn it on and off.
Turn it on and off. Yeah. Right. Yeah, definitely has layers of meaning. Sometimes I don't even know exactly. I'm just like, it looks right, and I like the way it feels. So okay, it's done.
How is it that you've held on to this lovely state of childlike existence?
I don't know. I guess I listen to the news, but I don't watch it. So it's kind of like certain things you don't want to see. So I don't mean to be a filter or anything, but I'm attracted to really cute things. And that's what I think a lot of people like. I know you do, Lizzie.
Absolutely, it was yours. But it's interesting because your work doesn't have like an edge or anything, God forbid, but it's not insidious. There's just something thoroughly, honestly sweet about it that's just so alluring, and it's crazy. And that's why I'm like, how did this happen? Just like this little...
I like to read a lot of kids' books, and I worked as a children's bookseller when Mortis was still around in the 90s, so that's why you see a lot of the same kind of books or the collages, because I used to copy them and send them to publishers, and then I get rejection letters. So
you also published quite a few of them.
Right, so it's kind of like if these people don't want my stuff, I'll just do it myself. So I'll just make my own comic books, I'll self-publish them and send them out and sell them online now that we have the internet.
How did the original flagpole thing even happen?
My friend Tom Rock had asked me if I wanted to be in the flagpole, and I think he had been drawing for them because
for the local comics page.
And so he wanted to do a local comics page after he was in the service industry. And he's like, you have some stuff. But no one probably remembers my original comics in there. Didn't you? Julie? Yes, I know.
Oh, baby.
Because they were so boring, right? Until Temple Baby came. Because I was just doing journal comics. So each week I would draw one stuff. And I would do a journal for every single day. And then he would still be working on his one hand when I have like 7 comics done. And I'd be like, I'm ready to go home, Todd. Why is your panel not even complete? I gotta turn this in tomorrow. I'm gonna be up all night. So I guess it was just kind of like something to do, or to have a more local-based comics thing, rather than some of the syndicated ones. Like Tom the Dancing Bug is in like everything.
But I mean, why a square toe? Like, there must be origin story probably been written about. We don't know.
I
Well, if you have these ceramic pieces at home, like you've got from some thrift stores, they're very treacly, they're very like 70s. One was like a Dutch boy holding a lollipop.
Yeah.
And on the base it says, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually spelled out love.
And then there's one with pink hair and it says, I miss
a
you.
cat that said, I miss you, and M-I-C-H. And then so it was like, it had these like very wispy, you know,
Cutesy kind
yeah,
of.
cutesy kind of
They were
things.
weird figurines and I wanted to give
They
them back
were
to the
weird,
thrift
yeah.
store. I was like, no.
Yeah, and so I said, well, why don't we make something,
Maybe character with a lift
yeah, equally, you know, treacly and
over the top.
sweet, yeah.
But tofu is not actually really associated with those things. I mean, cotton candy, ice cream, rainbows that she's got there, sure. But tofu?
Well, like Missy and I, like we're very like Japanese toy design.
Oh, yeah.
And in Japanese, I have this thing called Zucker, which is just like little everyday objects that just make you happy.
They're elevated to the point.
Yeah.
Like a book cover that has a cute bird that you stitched in the animation.
Yeah, that would be Zucker. Because it's just like some ordinary object, but it's a little bit cute, so kind of brings
So
happiness.
they have a name for that thing. It's such a
Yes.
big part of it.
Yes, and so like we're very much into like, you know, like Japanese toys and like Sanrio stationery. We're very much, you know, we like that kind of stuff. And so the tofu character kind of came out of that Japanese traditional characters. There's a lot of like.
It still doesn't make sense, but I think that's okay. I think
Yeah.
that's
Well, I mean, in Japan, if you go to Japan, there's a lot of different tofu-based characters. Yeah.
Oh!
And because of that, like when we started, people accused Missy of like ripping off these, oh, she's just copying these Japanese tofu things. And we had to put it to this, like people, we had to put it like this to people because we put it this way. It said, well, you know, there's Garfield and there's Steve, right? And they're both orange cats. But you wouldn't confuse one for the other or accuse one of stealing from each other. We actually had to explain it to people like that because people have never understood, like, oh, Missy must have stole this.
People who are more into that culture. So here it just seems like it's this weird Athensy vegan arty thing to have this talking piece of tofu.
Right.
In that context of like food politics has nothing to do with the Japanese aesthetic influence because your work doesn't, you can see it, but it's not right.
Yeah, and just haters, they have like
there's
research online,
haters.
looking for like, you know, just trying to discredit it, and they're like, oh, look, Missy must have stole it from these.
So they don't just hate you because you're cute, they want to make you feel derivative?
I guess so, yeah. And I think
It's so bizarre. So does everybody here know that Missy has been the subject of enormous infamy as well as fame? That there are people who sort of make it their life's work to hate this cute
Those
person?
people are just like, hated.
or they started anti-comic against it. I've been drawing for Flagpole since
But Tofu Baby's been since
2006.
okay.
And we actually soft, we took the comes to Flagpole.
Oh God, no, popular demand. That's
Yeah,
something you cannot stop.
Can't stop.
Yeah. No, people want me to leave that there. I'm like, it's a gallery.